Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk about how to ground during a Kundalini awakening. I know for myself this was a huge point of struggle where I would have just so much of the energy up in my head and my crown chakra, my third eye. It would get so just congested up there. I mean, I couldn't read for a long time. I couldn't really think. It was hard to communicate. I actually had some times where I would freak out so much that I'd go see a neurologist and tell him, I think it feels like my head has been microwaved, you know. You just have so much of the energy in your body and in your mind that it just is you just feel so burnt out. I mean, your whole body sometimes can feel like it's on fire. So I mean, if you're going through any of this, just know that I've been there. I know how seemingly traumatizing it can be at times, but I just want to let you know that there are ways that you can start to feel better almost instantly that will really help you start grounding the energy. The first thing I want to point out is something we don't really think about, but in our modern lifestyle, we get so disconnected from the earth, from nature, from the energy of just spaciousness. And when we're living our everyday lives, it's so easy to get so stuck up in the head, and that's really where the Kundalini energy is going to go too. So a really simple thing is just to go outside and be in nature, be with the trees. If you have a beach nearby, that's even better. If you have even if it's just a backyard or just somewhere where you can take your shoes off and just plant your feet in the ground and just allow the energy to connect with the earth, that's really going to help you almost instantly just start to feel more grounded. I did that so often early on, especially in the early stages are really the toughest. That's when the energy is really flowing through you at such a rate that feels so overwhelming, and you're at a loss. You can't think straight. You can't really concentrate or focus on anything. All you really want to do is just lay in bed. I mean, you're just confused. I mean, I know what it's like, but really a simple thing is just to go outside, sit, lay in the grass, find a beach, even if it's just a small hiking trail. I mean, anything helps. So the second thing you should do is eat heavier foods. If you're going through a Kundalini awakening and you have tons of energy, just up in your head, up even above your head, you just feel ungrounded and you just don't, you're just feeling disoriented all the time. Eat heavier foods. Now you can go two ways with this. You can eat the healthier, heavier foods like carrots, potatoes. Nut butters are excellent for this. Peanut butter, almond butter, anything like that. I still even this morning I woke up with just crazy amounts of energy in my head, and so it's something I still go through, but having things that will help you get through it are useful. So eating the healthier, heavier foods is one thing. What I used to do when I was first going through it, I would eat just milkshakes every night, lots of meat. I mean, just macaroni and cheese, pizza, chips. I mean, honestly, it was more of a soothing and a comfort thing at the time too, because it was so traumatic for me. I had a very, very hard Kundalini awakening. It was it was a spontaneous awakening, and it was very strong and unexpected, and I had no idea what was going on. So I did a lot of trauma eating, and I found I literally needed ice cream every night for weeks at a time. And I found that what it would do, it would help the energy to just relent a little bit, because in spirituality, you'll hear a lot of people talk about eating raw foods, eating a raw vegan diet, and these things are all great to enhance the spiritual energy inside of you, for sure. But if you already have such an abundance of it where it's just too much and you're overwhelmed, and really you don't want to go that route, you really want to focus on grounding yourself and giving yourself a little bit of as much of a break as possible from all the work that's going on within you. So that's what I found really helpful, was just heavy foods, getting out in nature, just really trying to, like I said, taking your shoes and socks off, connecting with earth as much as possible, going on long walks, long hikes, just sitting in nature. All of those things can really help ground you. And then the last thing I would recommend, if it's just, you know, basically insane and if you just have, it's more than you can almost bear, the number one thing you can do is go lay down, close your eyes, and just let go. Let go completely. Just let the energy vibrate through you, rush through you, move how it wants to move. I mean, I used to have it where it was like pulsating in my forehead. I would have it where it was just like on the sides of my head, like I was literally being rewired by the energy. And it wasn't painful. What's painful is the fear and the worry that we bring to what's happening. What's happening can be uncomfortable, but it's mostly uncomfortable because we don't know what's going on and we're kind of freaked out. But if you just lay down and let go and just surrender to the energy and just let it do what it needs to do, you're gonna find it just so much easier to get through, and it's gonna really help you in the immediate future. So this is something that passes. You really just have to hang in there. It's happening for your highest good. You have to trust that. You have to know that it's a good thing. This is ultimately a healing and a purifying experience. You're gonna feel so much better, and you're gonna be thankful, if you can believe it. You're gonna be thankful that this is happening to you once the process starts to play itself out a little bit. So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to make this video because I know this is something that I had a lot of trouble with, and if there's anyone out there who's having trouble with it, yeah, those are some real simple things to do. If you have any other questions, I'm going to put my blog below. You can feel free to go there, and I have contact information. Feel free to shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to answer maybe some more specific questions you have. So other than that, thanks a lot, and namaste.